Today we're going to make this corner flower bookmark craft.
For today's craft, all you need is some glue, a pencil might be handy, some scissors, and a bunch of paper. Now, these are the colors I happen to have and I'm using. I've got some green, red, and yellow. I'm gonna make a little flower today, but you could actually make anything. We're gonna make a little corner bookmark. So when we're making a corner bookmark, and today, like I said, I'm making a flower, I need to pick the color that I'm using for the main part of my bookmark. So I think I want to make my bookmark yellow. So what I'm going to do is take yellow. Now I have a lot of paper here. I'm not going to need all of this. So if you don't have that much paper and you only have scraps, grab what you have. In order to make my corner bookmark, I need a square. Now a square is the same on all sides. So you could get a ruler and just make a square. Or if you want to make it easier and all you have is a piece of paper, to make a square, all you do is you take your piece of paper, take a corner. So I'm going to take this bottom corner and I'm going to just gently pull it up to the top here. Ooh, that is going to be way too big, my friends. Wait a minute, way too big. So let's make this piece of paper smaller. So I'm going to take my piece of paper. Sorry about that. I'm going to go left to right, top to bottom. So left to right is long, top to bottom is short. And I'm just going to fold it over. We're going to make a smaller piece of paper. And I'm going to fold that. And you can make a couple bookmarks. This paper. Now if you, and then I'm going to cut it on that fold line. So you can see my paper is much smaller now. It's about 2 of my hands. So that's about the size of my paper, but I still want to make a square. So I'm going to put that piece of paper in front of me. Right now I have a long side left to right, short side top to bottom. I'm going to go to this bottom corner, bottom left corner, and I'm going to gently just pull it until it reaches the top here. But I don't want it to go way over. What I want is I want this whole line to match up. So I want it to all, see, as soon as I match it. Oh, yep, look, it matches. This is too far. Whoa, doesn't match anymore. But this matches. I'm just going to hold it down and make a crease right here. Now you're going to see this side? I'm going to take my pencil and just draw a straight line down that side. Whoops, trying to draw a straight line. You just draw it right on there, and then you're going to cut that off, and that's going to give you a square. Now there's lots of ways you can get a square. If you already have a square piece of paper, you don't even need to do this step. There we go. So now I have my square. Remember, we already folded it over, so we're just going to fold it back over. So there's my square. I'm going to go into this bottom left. I'm going to fold it up to the top right, and now I've gone from a square to a triangle. I'm going to put the long side of the triangle in front of me and the little tip facing up. Then I'm going to go to this left side. I'm going to take that and I'm going to pull it up right to the tip so the tip matches. And then I'm going to fold it down. I'm going to hold that there and I'm going to go over to the other side to this tip. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to pull it up to match the top tip. And I am going to fold it. Oops, it wants to be a little bit squirrely here. Might mean I didn't cut the perfect square. I'm just going to do my best. There we go. Okay, see what I have? So that's what it looks like. Then I'm going to take those 2 that I just folded up. I'm going to pull them back down. I'm going to go right up to that tip. And I'm going to take one of my pieces of paper because it's folded. There's going to be 2 here. See, 2. But I'm just going to take the top one. I'm going to fold that tip down to the bottom and then push down. Now, if this is going too fast, just pause it. You can go slower. You can rewind, all the things you need to do. Then I'm going to go back to this left side and I'm going to pull it back up. But this time, I'm just going to lift this little paper here and I want to fold this inside, but I want it to go nice and straight along here, which just means I have to use my fingers a little bit here to push down, try to match it up so it goes nice and straight. If it doesn't work the first time, just keep working it in there until it goes nice and straight. Push down, do the other side. So go to the right side, pull up, and then I'm going to fold it in there, and I want this to be nice and straight. Now this can be tricky, so you might end up doing one, getting frustrated, putting it aside, and trying again, and that's okay. And then when I'm done, Looky there. Ta-da! And this goes on the corner of a book. I don't think I have a book around me right now. Let me just show you with a piece of paper. So when you're reading a book and you want to save the page you're on, you just slip it on the corner. But we're going to make it a little bit fancy. We now have the corner bookmark, and I am going to put a flower on there. So let's grab some things for a flower. I want some green for my leaves. I'm going to do red for my petals, and I thought I had black around here somewhere for the inside, so I will do that. Okay, you don't have to put a flower on, you can put whatever you would like, but if you'd like to join me for a flower, this is how I make it. The first thing I do is take my lid of my glue to make a circle on the black piece of paper. If you don't have a lid of a glue, you can just make a circle. Any circle. Remember, that's the size. I want it quite big, but you could make a smaller circle. And as you're doing, and then you're going to cut it out. And as you're doing this, remember, maybe you make it and you don't like it and you need to make it bigger or smaller. And that is okay. Take your time to redo it if you need to. Many of the crafts I do, I'm not doing it one time. I'm practicing first and then doing them again and again. Okay, now I have got the middle of my flower. I want the petals. Now you can do petals any way you want. I'm going to use half of this piece of paper. I don't need all this paper, so I'm going to cut it in half. At least I don't think I do. Maybe I'll make a mistake and have to switch, but I'm going to fold once. And I'm going to fold twice. And I am going to make a petal. Now I could make a long, thin petal. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm going to make some long, skinny petals. So I'm going to take my pencil, going to start down here at the bottom. I'm going to draw a straight line up and then curve it a little bit, and then curve it down. And I think that's what I want for a petal, kind of skinny. You know what? I don't even think that's skinny enough. So I'm going to try that again. Going to curve up, and I think maybe I want it rounded at the top instead. So there, I'm going to kind of looks like just my finger. I think I'm going to like that. I'm not 100% sure. If I don't, I can always change it. I'm going to make it a little bit more round here, and I'm going to need more of those, but I'm going to cut those out, see if I like them, and then I can trace them. So I have the petal I think I want. Because I folded it, I really want to hold this paper together so it doesn't move, and I'm going to cut it out. If you need to just create one and then cut out one and then make another one and another one and cut them out one by one, that's okay. You want to do what works for you. Okay, let's see. I have my petal. Oh, I really like it. I think this is the perfect size. The only problem is I want way more than that. So I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to take one that I already cut and I'm going to trace it. So I just put it down. I'm tracing it over top. Whoops. And some of you might be able to trace it again, but I think I can actually fold this again because I have really good scissors. Be careful with this though. Sometimes if you fold it too much, it doesn't come out nicely. So you might want to trace it again and then just cut them out and cut them out. You could also cut out some that are taller, some that are smaller, some that are different colors. This is mine. You get to do whatever you want. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some glue on the tip of each one of these petals, and I'm going to glue it behind on my circle. So just like that. And I'm just going to place them all the way around. Okay, now I have a few extra petals. I could go in behind and place them. I'm not sure if I want to, so I don't know. Oh, sometimes it's nice to be working with a friend when you're doing a craft so I can show them and ask what they think. It's sometimes hard to make decisions. Maybe I'll try a few more and see if I like a few. Can always take them off. I could even make more if I don't think that that's enough. If I want it to be super symmetrical, that means exactly the same on one side as it is on the other. Oh yeah, no, now I don't like that one there, so maybe I'll take that one. Maybe there. You know what? I think the extra ones that I added, I don't like that they're on there. I liked it better before, so I think I might take some of these off. And I think I like that. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I like that way better, I think. It's hard to know. So now that I have that, I'm going to cut out a little bit of green. And I don't know why I had so much green here. I am going to make some leaves. Now you don't have to, but I think it'll be cute. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half because I think I want two. And I'm just going to draw a leaf on here. And I think for my leaf, I'm going to put a dot at the top, dot at the bottom, and I'm going to curve this one line over to meet that dot, go back to the top dot, curve around. And there we go. Now remember, I have two pieces of paper, so when I cut it out, I will end up with two that are congruent. Same shape, same size. Your leaves don't have to be the same. They can also look very different than mine. And then I think I'm gonna just put one leaf on one side. Oh, that's so cute. And one leaf coming out the other. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on there. I like it to stick out a little bit through the spaces. And then turn that around. Do I like it? Do I like it? Yes, I think I do. Oh wait, I think I want to leave it this way. See, I'm moving it a little bit so the glue hasn't stuck there yet. There, I think I like that better. There, I think that's super, super cute. And then all I do is take my flower and I can take it, put a little bit of glue on the back, and I glue it right over top of this portion of my bookmark. Now, some people use the back and they can glue it on here, and then you can use that part as your bookmark, but I like this to go in behind my page, so I glue it on the small spot. It's your craft. You do whatever you would like. You could even decorate the other side, put a little message on there. Oops, I'm gonna put mine this way, a little bit sideways there. And then I have this super beautiful bookmark that I can keep for myself, give as a gift. Ta-da! Very cute. You know what would even be super cute is if I could somehow get a little curly at the end. If I could get the paper to come out and curl at the end, I think I would like that. So I'm going to try that. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of paper here and just cut a little strip. And I'm going to wrap it around my pencil. So you can see, I thought I was done my craft, but now I wanted to add something new, and that's the wonderful thing. As you go, you just edit and fix it as you like it. So I'm going to slip this in behind. I think that's cute. And I could even make that wrap a little bit more if I want. Now you can use scissors to do this portion, but you do have to be very, very careful, and you do not want to cut yourself. So it is easy to make mistakes and accidentally cut ourselves. So I'll just show you with a pencil first, so I can just wrap it around and around with a pencil and just hold it tight. And then that's a little bit safer. And if you're using scissors, you would close them and you would use scissors to just pull, but it's easy to hurt yourself, and you can also wreck your paper. So I think using a pencil is a great idea. Using scissors, you always want to be careful. And there, I have my beautiful bookmark. Let me just put it on the corner. Oh, here I have another one of my crafts that I did earlier. Look at that. Super cute. You can save your little page. I hope you like this craft. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.